I was happy to see this. Ron DeSantis has been on a losing streak lately. I haven't seen anything that he said lately that got me excited or made me like him much. But this one definitely turns it around for him. So comes out the other day and just out of nowhere says he's like, yeah, we're not gonna have any more weather manipulation in Florida.
So wait, he admitted that they're doing it.
Yes, I have a video of it. So let's run that video quick.
Brandon, how did I not even hear any of
Really
that?
went under the radar.
So is this it? Is this the clip?
That's it.
Yeah, play this, Jake, and put the volume up a little bit if you can.
Senator Ileana Garcia has legislation in the Florida Senate to ban geoengineering and weather modification in the state of Florida. I support the legislation. However, the Florida House of Representatives has gutted Senator Garcia's legislation, and they would actually codify the practice of geoengineering and weather modification. People got a lot of kooky ideas that they can get in and put things in the atmosphere to block the sun and save us from climate change. We're not playing that game in Florida. I support what Senator Garcia is doing, and I hope that people will tell the House of Representatives in Florida, do not gut this bill.
So first and foremost,
I thought geoengineering was a conspiracy theory.
No. Not at all. It's been around for 100 years. But no, first and foremost, so for federal Congress, it takes like an average of 30 to 70 phone calls from the constituents to get the Congress people to change their mind. So he's talking state right here. The state Congress is trying to stop this. So, people in Florida, it could probably take 10 phone calls for your local congressperson to get them to flip on this because it's not that type of an issue where they're going to die on that hill. So I would encourage anybody who lives in Florida to go ahead and make a phone call or contact their guy to say, no, we don't want weather modification here. So number two, though, how frequently do you think this stuff is used in Florida, and how much of a role do you think it played in our natural disasters? Because you go back as far back as Operation Popeye, where we flooded Vietnam with cloud seeding. So
of course,
right?
Of course. I think, but Brandon, I personally think how about this? Just the amount of airplanes that fly across. You ever seen that chart?
Yeah.
The planes. There's fuel coming out of those airplanes, and it is coming down and landing, and we are breathing it. It's hitting our food. Let's just take that fact and put that's in our atmosphere. We're breathing it. Cancer is up. A bunch of freaking problems are up. Autism's up. You can relate that to the vaccines, a lot of other stuff. But when you cannot tell me, there's no explanation that when an airplane goes by and that one little vapor that comes behind it opens up, and after 5 hours, it becomes its own long-ass cloud. If it's a vapor, it should be disappearing. My cousin's a pilot. I don't want to say which airline. And I'm like, yo, is this real? Are they? And he's like, 1,000% they're spraying shit in the sky. And who knows? By the way, we're not living as long as we're living. People are, like I said, going freaking crazy. People are is it just me or people, not just Canadians, just in general, we're getting nuts.
Yeah.
Where people are freaking crazy.
Well, the
the brain's deteriorating.
There's the food, the chemicals, the breathing. You ever go outside of your car? Bro, leave your car at night and you go in the morning and you're like, what the hell is that's coming from the sky, bro?
Oh, that's a good point.
Go look at your car after a car wash the next day.
I think a lot of it is also coming from the ground in terms of car pollution and brake pad dust and all this other stuff.
Course.
Brake pad dust is a new one.
No. Look it up. That's the amount of fine particular matter that comes off brake pads is
it's ridiculous. Everybody's braking all day.
No, I've never noticed. I don't call them chemtrails. I just noticed cloud patterns here, very geometric. I made a joke one day. I took a picture and said play tic tac toe because it was literally XXOO in the sky. But whether or not they're putting additives in jet fuel, whether or not they're deliberately seeding the
aluminum
sky,
oxide. Apparently, I heard aluminum oxide because it's cheaper, and it's cheaper for them for fuel, and it's bouncing the sun off. And it's like, who the hell are you guys that leave the freaking globe alone, bro? Just leave it. Leave nature the way it's supposed to be by itself. Stop messing with everything. I know we're gonna get to Umberto's story about when something's not supposed to be touched. Leave it alone.
Yeah, no, but it's a regular thing they do, where they spray shit in the clouds to either make it rain or to make the sun stronger. So I think it's totally possible they could have created these hurricanes that happened last year.
Why? Dude, or not purposely, even accidentally. Stop messing with the freaking atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's not your freaking job.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm looking for the word now. With the Operation Popeye did cause it's massive flooding, but monsoons. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
So it did actually.
In Vietnam.
The whole joke was first. I was joking about I thought it was a conspiracy theory because they said it was, and then when people joked okay, well, there's hurricane after hurricane, and then they were making the joke oh yeah, this one's going to Mar-a-Lago. It must have been directed between creating the elements that can result in a massive storm versus directing it into an area are two different types of conspiracy thought, one of which is confirmed and patented as far as I understood, and the other one might be a bridge too far, like I'm directing it to that mine so we can go claim that resource.
Well, they could create hurricanes, though. They were creating hurricanes in the 40s. I think it was called Operation Cyclone or something. There was like a hurricane that hit the coast of Georgia that the military did because they were testing it out for World War II. And then like they had to make a law where you're not allowed to create hurricanes anymore.
Brandon, I don't know, because you already busted his beautiful transition. You pulled.
I busted his beautiful transition?
Yeah, you just did.
No, it's not time for the
We've been
transition.
talking for 5 minutes. What are you talking about?
Hey, listen. Let's put our mouth where our money is or whatever. I don't know if you have your phone with you.
Yeah.
All right, it just sent you the number for our constituent in the state senate. Just click on that number. Let's call him live.
Call him, Brandon.
Call
You
him,
think it's to be
Brandon.
that quick?
Call him.
Yeah, I found them, and let's just freaking. Is this legal?
Why not?
Oh, whoa.
Well, it's a one-
Florida's a
a two-
one-party consent
right.
state. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
can I tell them, hey, you're on camera and I'm a
Yeah,
constituent?
but even so, I wouldn't.
All right,
We'll call after.
Better avoiding a problem than having a good argument.
Yeah.
All right. But Rob, this is something that's near and dear to your heart.
Yes, and it's terrible, and I hope we find a solution.
Are you gonna call? Are you gonna
Rob,
call?
your father's the one who's been taking pictures of the sky, and he sends you more pictures of the sky than he does of
Yeah, well,
the
you don't
dog.
create regulations for problems that don't exist, right? So you don't make a rule. Like I have a friend who he was driving and he saw he passed a cornfield, and they had a sign in the cornfield, and it said "No shitting in the cornfield." Well, in order for you to have the sign that says "No shitting in the cornfield," it means somebody at one point was shitting in the cornfield.
Exactly.
So you don't create these laws that ban geoengineering without there actually being active geoengineering going on.
Right. So he must have saw some sick, twisted shit at some point in time.
I grew up in Dubai, all right? And cloud seeding is confirmed there. Like, they're not shy about it. I remember George Bush came to visit, all right? I went to an American school there. George Bush came to visit. And that week, it rains in Dubai. This is a desert. Mind you, this is like straight up desert. Like, it's desert. Like, not even like tropical, nothing. There's nothing. It's desert. Like, it rained so hard that water in the desert was up to the knee. Like cars.
Well, 'cause
I saw the video.
it's such a desert, the ground doesn't absorb it properly or at all. So that
I was like, what are we doing?
Well, they miscalibrate it sometimes. I think they overshoot it with the cloud seeding.
Like, we were wakeboarding in the street in front of my house.
That's insane.
It is insane.
I think they overshoot it sometimes here because the rain doesn't make any sense here.
And you know what's wild too, Brandon? Nothing surprises me anymore. Absolutely zero with all the stuff that's happened, with the trust of the government being as low as it's ever been, with the amount of stuff just from the JFK and the Epstein and the weather and the story that you're going to talk about. Nothing surprises me, and that's why every time somebody goes, "Do you believe it?" I go, "I wouldn't put it past them."
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them, especially with something like this, bro. It's like, look up in the sky. You cannot tell me that after like a midday, like especially like in Montana or some of these guys are recording. It's like, how many planes are flying over there, and what the hell are they doing? There's multiple levels of what it could be, and like I said at the beginning, you can't tell me just from the fuel itself coming down, you're not breathing that in. It's not affecting you. There's no way. And I'm not saying stop flying. We have to keep flying, but don't pretend like it's not spraying us. And I don't know the extent of it, but for DeSantis to come out and say that, like, stop engineering this, that means it's true, bro.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go on a limb and sound like a kook.
No, but it's like Rob said. You don't make legislation to address a problem that doesn't exist, or to address something that's not occurring.
Yeah.
Or not potentially prospectively occurring in the
Like,
future.
shitting
look
on
what
the
happened.
cornfield.
Yeah, like North Carolina, like the thing literally flew up there, turned, stopped, and paused above it, rained for like 12 hours, and then went away.
Yeah,
so like
weird.
That's not a normal thing.
So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.